Good morning students, how are you all? Hope you all are safe and fine at your home. So students, welcome back in your mathematics class. This is class 9th, chapter 13, surface areas and volumes. This is our lecture number 3. So students, in this lecture we will discuss introduction of right circular cone and the derivation of the formula for cone, like total surface area, curved surface area of cone, and we will discuss what is right circular cone and the parts of right circular cone and how we will make the right circular cone. So students, today we are taking a cone, right circular cone. We will call it right circular cone because our cone is like this, and this is the axis, this is the center of the circle, and this is the radius. So when we are talking about a right circular cone, then it means we are talking about a cone in which the axis which is perpendicular on the radius of the circle. So it means this circle is rotate towards a axis which is perpendicular on another line segment. So right circular cone, what is a right circular cone? A right circular cone is a solid generated by revolving a line segment which is passes through the fixed point and which make a constant angle with the fixed line, because we know that this line is making a constant angle which is 90 degree with this fixed line and with the center of the circle. A right circular cone is a solid generated by a revolving a line segment which passes through a fixed point and which make a constant angle with a fixed line. So students, if we will take, this is our center O, the diameter AB, and this is the height we will take as OC. This is our stage height, we will call it as H. This is radius R, and this height is the slant height. This because it is not a straight line, it is a slanting line, so we called it as slant height. H is simple height, L is slant height, correct? R is the radius. So student, this is the vertex point, this is the vertex of the cone, and so definitions which is used in the cone, one is vertex, we have vertex C, we have only one vertex in a cone which is vertex C. And what is the axis in the cone? Axis, the fixed line OC is called the axis of the cone, and the base is the circular base. Cone has a circular base, a circular cone which has a plane end with the circular shape, we call the base of the cone. This is a base of the cone. So students, now I will show you how we will make a cone when we have a paper like this, and when this is the diameter and this is the circumference of the semicircle. When we will add them or paste them with each other, these 2 points, then if we will paste them like this, then it will be a shape of cone. Because most of the students are confused between that cone which we will make with a rough paper, and then that rough paper is present, because when the double paper is present with each other, then it is not very easy to find the calculation properly. So when we will take a cone like this, when we will add this is a base of cone. So how many faces are present in a cone? This is one circular face, and this is the base, this is the the second face of the cone. This is the second face of the cone, because this face touch the base. So this is the curved face, and the when we will take the area of this part, this is the curved surface area, and when we will add the area of this base also, then we will get the total surface area. So students, when we are talking about the curved surface area of cone, a right circular cone. So students, there is a small derivation for the cone. When we have a paper of the circle which is present in a semicircle or a part like this, if not we are not getting the proper semicircle, if we are getting a paper like this, because when you will open birthday cap, when will you because you all already know about the birthday caps, they are in the shape of cone. When you will open that paper is present in the shape of like this. So we know that when we are talking about circle, so we have a center O, this is our radius, and this radius is same as in all the different parts, and this is the circumference of the circle, which is equal to 2 pi r, which is equal to 2 pi r. When we will open a part of the joker's cap or a birthday cap, so this part of the circle is present. When we will distribute all these things in a small right angle triangle, if I will take a small radius here, and then here, and then and like this, and so on, it means I am distributing this part or piece of paper into the so many infinite number of the triangles. So according to the triangle, this is radius, because it is not a straight line, it is slanting also, so we will call it as L, slant height. This is base B1, this is base B2, this is base B3, this is base B4, B5, B6, and so on. And in the last part, because we do not know that how many parts will be there, so we will take as Bn. We will take as last part Bn, and then all the heights are L, slanting heights. All the heights are L, slanting heights. Okay students, and most of the students are thinking that this part is a circular portion, and we are talking about a right circular right triangle. Beta, when we will divide all these parts in the so many infinite number of the papers, then it is not visible that it is a circular part. You can do this activity with the any paper and draw a circle and distribute into the so many fine triangles. Then it is not able to find that how it is circular or a straight. We know that the area of right angle triangle is half into base into height. For these two triangles, so the area of piece of paper half into in first triangle base is B1 and height is L. In the second triangle base is B2 and height is L. In the third triangle base is B3 and height is L, and then so on, and the last triangle half Bn and into L. When we will take half and L, which are same in all parts, as a common, then it is B1 half and L as common, B1, B2, B3, and then so on Bn, and then so on Bn. See, when we will add all the bases, then we know that it is the circumference of the circle. It is the circumference of the circle, breadth of the entire boundary. So half into L into 2 pi r into 2 pi r into 2 pi r, circumference of the circle. It will be cancel out. So it is L into pi r, then it is pi r L. This is the curved surface area of cone is pi r l. And now we are talking about total surface area of cone. Total surface area of cone means area of curved face plus area of base. It means curved face area is pi rl and base is circle, so it is pi r square. So we will take pi r as common, then l plus r. Then this is the total surface area of cone. This is the total surface area of cone. So now we have curved surface area of cone and total surface area of cone. Now the question is how we will find L. How we will find L? I already discussed that it is a right angle triangle. So this is perpendicular, this is base and this is hypotenuse. Then how we will find? According to the Pythagoras theorem, L square is equal to h square plus r square. Then L is equal to root h square plus r square. This is the way to find the slant height. So students, now we will take some questions based on right circular cone from the exercise 13.3, from the 13.3. So I choose question number 2nd. In question number 2nd, find the total surface area of the cone if the slant height. If the slant height, it means L is 21 meter and the diameter of the base, it means D is equal to 24 meter. D is 24, then R is equal to half of the diameter, it means 12 meter. 12 meter. Find the total surface area. Total surface area of cone is pi r and L plus r. Pi r, L plus r. So we will put all the values. 22 upon 7, r is 12 and then L is 21 plus r is 12 again, and you have to solve meter square. You have to solve all these calculations, then you will get your answer. It is 12 plus 21 plus it is 33 and meter square. Here we have multiply. We will multiply all the terms. Then it is 1244.57 meter square. It is the total surface area of the cone. Okay student, now we will take question number 5th. Question number 5th is a little bit typical question, so try to understand and pay attention properly. Question number 5th, with a length of trapline 3 meter wide will be required to make a conical tent. If we are talking about a tent, first of all you have to clear one thing in your mind. Then tent is like this, a conical tent is like this, and the trapline, it means we are talking about the cloth for tent. So it means cloth is not present at the base, only tent is present as the boundary. Base is as our ground. So we have a conical tent of the height. Height means h 8 meter, base radius it means 6 meter. Assume that the extra length of material will be required for stitching margins with, and the wastage and cutting is approximately 20 centimeter. It means he is saying for when students, when we will purchase any cloth from the shop and then we will give to the tailor, then it is not approximately. If we purchase 2 meter, then it is not exactly tailor stitch the complete 2 meter cloth. No, some cloth wastage as the cutting and the other in the under the stitching. So he said the wastage of the cloth and for the stitching and the cutting is 20 meter. Wastage is 20 centimeter, because all other units are in meter, we have to change it. It is 0.2 meter. So students, because we know it very well that we have to purchase a cloth with the wastage. If our shirt will be made in 1.5 meter, then we have to purchase 2 meters for the tailor. So he said with the length of a trampoline of 3 meter wide. The length of the trampoline is 3 meter wide. Is that, students, I know you all see the which than pieces is present in the shops. I hope you all already saw all those things. When we will go in the shop, some than pieces are there. We always tell to the shopkeeper that please give us 3 meter cloth, please give us 5 meter cloth, like this na. So it means we always tell him the only length. We always tell him only the length, because the breadth of the cloth is already fixed. Breadth of the cloth is already fixed. He can't extend it and can't reduce it. वो कभी भी आपको बीच में से कट के नहीं देता. It always take the than and cut into the according to the length in the meters. So it is already given that breadth of the cloth or we can say that trampoline is 3 meter. So we have to find the length only. First of all, we are making a tent, so we have to find a curved surface area, because in ground cloth is not needed for the tent. So we have to find the curved surface area of cone, which is pi r l. Now we do not have our l, so we have to find l first. L is equal to h square plus r square. L is equal to h is 8 square plus 6 square. Then it is 64 plus 36. It means it is 100. It means 10 meter. So L is 10 meter. So now L is 10 meter. So the curved surface area of cone is pi r l. Then it is 22 upon 7. What is the radius? Radius is 6 meter, and then L is 10 meter, then it is meter square. It means 22 upon 7 into 60 meter square. So student, this is the area which we want. We want this meter square of cloth for making a conical tent with the given measurement. Because trampoline breadth is already fixed, it means we have that trampoline in the form of rectangle. So length into breadth, we want 22 upon 7 into 60 meter square. Breadth is already fixed, which is 3 meter. 22 upon 7 into 60 meter square. When we will shift to the other side, then L is equal to 22 upon 7 into 60 upon meter square, 3 meter. Then it is 20. Then L is equal to 4407 meter. When we will divide it, it is 62.8 meter. We will take around only 1 decimal. This is the length we need know, because wastage is already given, that wastage is 0.2 meter. So the total length of cloth which we need is 62.8 plus 0.2 meter, which is 63 meter. So we have to purchase 63 meter trampoline from the shop for making a conical tent with the given measurement. Okay students, now we have to solve some question from your homework solution. This is your homework solutions of lecture 2. In lecture 2 we discussed about cylinder, and I gave you the questions of exercise 13.2. So we will discuss some questions from exercise 13.2. So students, in 13.2 we will take first hint of question number 4. In question number 4 he said the diameter of the roller is roller. It means we are talking about a roller which roll and equalize the road, which is also in the form of cylinder like this. The diameter of the roller D is 84 centimeter and the length is 120 centimeter. So it means radius is 42 centimeter. He said it takes 500 complete revolution to move over once to level a ground. It means when the roller completely roll 500 times, it completely level the ground. So find the area of the playground in meter square. In meter square. So students, when we will take this pen like this, see like this, when we think it is a roller, and when we will roll it once, and this is the complete one revolution, it means this roller cover the area of this part, cover the area of this part. It means if we will find the area of curved surface area, which part touch the ground, curved surface area, this and this part not touch the ground, so only curved surface area of the cylinder. When we will find the curved surface area of the cylinder and then multiply with the 500, so we will find the complete area of the playground. Now the question is, because he clearly said to find the area of the playground in meter square, so we have to change our units in meter square. It is 42 meter, and then length is 1.20 meter, 1.20 meter. So we have to find the curved surface area of roller, which is 2 pi RH, which is 2 pi RH, and the total surface area of playground, which is 500 multiplied by 2 pi RH. It is, when we will put all the values, it is 500, 2 into 22 upon 7, R is 0.42 and L is 1.20 meter square. Now you have to solve the calculation and find the correct answer. Now I want to give you a hint about the question number 9. Question number 9. Question number 9. The lateral, according to the question, it has two parts. The first part, the lateral or the curved surface area of a closed cylinder petrol storage tank, that is 4.2 meter in diameter and 4.5 meter in height. It means we have to find the curved surface area of cylindrical tank, which is again 2 pi RH, and the 2 into 22 upon 7. Radius is already given to us. The diameter is 4.2 meter. So the radius is 2.1 meter and the height is 4.5, and then it is meter square. You have to solve it and then find the curved surface area of the cylinder. When we will solve 7 on the 7, then it is 0.3, then it is 44 multiply 0.3 multiply 4.5 meter square, then it is, which is 59.40 meter square. The second part, this is the first part of the question, and the second part of the question, he said, how much total steel was actually used if 1/12 of the steel actually used was wasted in making the tank. He said we have to find out how much steel we bought from the market, how much steel was actually used. It means tank बनाने में और उसकी वेस्टेज में जो टोटल स्टील यूज हुई है, we have to find that total steel. So let actual steel used is X meter square. Actual steel used we bought from the market is X meter square. 1/12 of steel actually wasted. So how much steel used? X minus 1/12 is used. Then it is, when we will solve and take LCM, then 12x upon 12, because if 1/12 of the actually wasted from the total, so x by 12, then 1x, which is 11/12x. If you are not understanding properly that how we will solve this, then you learn like this. If we used total as 1 meter square sheet and then 1/12 is wastage, then when we will solve it, it is 11/12. It is 11/12. So if total is x and x by 12 is already wasted, so the 11 by 12 x is used, and we know the area of the tank already. It means 11 upon 12 x is equal to 59.40 meter square is actually used for making the tank which is present inside the tank. It means 11 by 12 of x. So the actually used steel is 12 by x meter square. You have to solve it. Okay students, this is our only curved surface area of the cylindrical tank, which is which we have to find in the first part. But for finding the actual steel used, we have to find the total surface area of the tank, because steel is present inside as well as the upper side of the part. So first of all, we have to find the total surface area. Total surface area of tank is 2 pi rh, which we already know, plus tank in the form of the cylindrical shape, it means 2 pi r square we have to add, then it is 49.40, we know it very well, then 22 upon 7, and then the radius is 2.1 meter square, then it is 87 point, when you will be solved it, 12 meter square. Now we have to find 11 upon 12 x of the total steel used in the tank. This is the that is not correct bit, because it is only curved surface area. It is only curved surface area. It is not correct. It is only curved surface area, and this is the part of the total surface area of the tank. 11 by 12 x of the steel is used in making the total tank, which is we have the upper part as well as the lower part also. Then it is 12 upon x meter square. So when we will solve and find the answer of the this calculation, this much meter square of the steel is used for making the we bought from the market. Is it clear to all? Now I think all the doubts from exercise 13.2 is already clear, and still if you have any doubt in any question, then please tell me, and I will give the solution in your live classes or otherwise in the next video. Now students, your homework, today's maths homework, you have to do the derivation of cone surface area and do questions of exercise 13.2, the remaining questions of exercise 13.2 and the questions of 13.3 from your NCERT. Is that clear to all? So students, you have to learn and do the derivation in your homework notebook for all the figures, and you have to learn the formulas, do the questions properly. Thank you. Have a nice day.